What was the thing that made you? Was it dyslexia, living with dyslexia, or dealing with the responses to living with dyslexia from people?
Okay. So at the time when I attempted it, I didn't even know that I was dyslexic. I was just that student who was struggling. You know, I went through primary school struggling. I got into secondary school. My parents started, I had to crack this joke that whatever level of education that I got into, my parents added more extra lessons just to it. That was their response to it. So read more, pray more, literally what my mother would always say.
Read more, pray more.
Yes, and I find that no matter how much I read more or prayed more, nothing was happening. It got to a point where even after A-levels, a friend had to follow me home to actually explain that she used to read because my result wasn't showing that I did. So I got frustrated literally. It was pointless. I was wondering, okay, maybe something like something is wrong with me. So I had that idea in my head that there was a darkness inside, and I got very protective of that darkness as well because I didn't want anybody to get to know me close enough to see that darkness. So instead of to affect my close relationship, I just want to keep it on the surface. That life just became very meaningless. So I figured that why not just live here? And that was why I attempted it.
So I think it's my mother, Iana Van Zandt, that said people who try to commit suicide, it's not really that they want their lives to end. It's just that they want the pain to stop, and they can see no other way for this pain to stop. Is that correct? Is that true to your experience?
Yes, I agree that it's because like I said, when you think about suicide, you know the repercussion if you actually go through with it. You know that you go through the pain, whatever route you choose. You know that you will go to hellfire. For killing yourself. That's my belief. I'm not. You
can't really know what's happening.
I'm not here to exactly. I'm not here to argue about any other thing. But based on how I was brought up, my own understanding, I know that if I kill myself, I will go through pain before eventually I die, and then I also know that I will go to hellfire, which is everlasting fire.
Just don't know what hellfire is. That is everlasting fire.
So but at the time, literally, if I had other options, I wouldn't choose that. But the pain I was feeling was just felt way more than, so I felt like this is just, I would choose this pain instead. So
go ahead, please. So
that's literally that's it.
It is with church, brothers and sisters can live together and all of those things. Anyway, what's
living in sin?
Living in sin. Oh God. Anyway, word on the street was, how nobody actually tells you, but eventually hear that this girl had 3 abortions for me. I'm like,
for you?
Yes. And so that we had been living together and she had 3 abortions for me. And it's the case of you're carrying a story inside you cannot tell anyone. Meanwhile, there's the actual story and we all know, but also refusing to confront. It's like it's easier to, in this health tech in the pecking order, you can nitpick at people who are at the bottom, but really not the leaders. And I just feel terrible. It's that there's a standard for behavior in church that I'm not conforming to. There's a standard in society for behavior that I'm not conforming to. There's a standard of when you go to federal university, I'm very good, I'll come up in first class. And you look at the grades and you're like, wow. And it's like, you don't conform to any standards. You're not good by any standards. There's no reason for anybody to love you or for even you yourself to consider yourself good. And I think that's when things got to a head during my service here. I took stock of my life on my birthday. I'm like, my Lord, with all this in front of me, there is no logical reason why I should continue living. And so, yes, I would have jumped.
So that was when you went and tried to jump. So what stopped you from jumping?
When I was trying to jump, so here's the thing. Although I was afraid of, everyone's afraid of death, or you attempt suicide, then you realize maybe there's other things you fear more than that. And when I was about to kill myself, you don't believe that I'm very afraid of crossing roads. And so there were trucks passing over the bridge in River Benue. And so it was making me very afraid. I couldn't actually jump where. When it's quiet, I'll jump. Or when they walk past, nobody will see me, I can jump. Because
you're going to jump from concrete to concrete?
No, from the top of the bridge into the water below. I can't swim. Right. They really learn never to swim because of that. That's because we know way out. And then one truck driver stops. And he's like, young man, what's I doing on the bridge 6 a.m.? I'm like, listen, I'm just praying. But I imagine that I'm the first person who else stood on the bridge at that time, trying to do something not very wise. And I really had a fair idea what I was going to do. And he stopped me and was like, okay, finish praying.
I love you for praying here today.
I just like that friend to me you mentioned, like, who sent you message? I'm like, okay, I'm done praying, you can go now, I'll go home. He's like, go home. It's like, young man, I know what you are going to do. Does anybody know you're about to do this? Well, the last time I tried to write a suicide note, I got money instead. So I was just like, I'm not one person, no. So you don't go down to foolishness search for your body. I will drop you at home and you will tell someone what you're about to do. Then whatever you do, blood's on your neck. I was so upset.
Yeah, I would imagine.
And he dropped me off at home. He didn't wait for me to make the call. Anyway, as it is with birthdays, you see a million calls on your phone. In my vanity, maybe I opened one or two.
And this was your birthday?
Yes, it was my birthday.
Thank you for joining our YouTube channel. I hope you loved that video and you connected with it. Don't forget, please subscribe, please like, please share with your friends and family. Please comment. We love to see your comments, and to see the full versions, join our community right now. All past episodes on watch.withchude.com. Let's be human together.